We got a lot to talk about today. After over a year of silence, we got an update from the devs of Blue Protocol directly. MMOs are shutting down, new MMOs are launching, old MMOs that shut down are relaunching as new MMOs. But you know what? Before that, let me take a moment here and give a quick thank you to every one of our patrons. You ladies and gentlemen are incredible. You continue to support MRSSTIX and I even though you don't need to. I cannot express in words how much I appreciate that and every single patron we have. Also, if you haven't already, follow MRSSTIX and I over on Twitter. We tweet there daily. Now, let's jump into this week's weekly bite of MMORPG news. First and foremost, let's talk about New World, because it has seen a mass resurgence of players, increasing from an average of 30,000 concurrent players to almost 140,000. Now, this is due to the number of different reasons: the Brimstone Sands update, the new Fresh Start servers, and general interest in the entirely overhauled leveling experience. In anticipation of new players, Amazon actually opened a surplus of new servers, yet even despite these servers, players were plagued by long queues and full server notifications unavailable for creation of new characters. This is admittedly a fantastic turnaround for New World, and I could not be happier to see people actively enjoying what was once such a mediocre game. Tower of Fantasy launched to incredible numbers, over 5 million players and over $34 million in total revenue for the first month alone. These were absolutely asinine numbers for a cross-platform gacha MMO, but the earnings were warranted. The game was a lot of fun, but it wasn't without its issues, and those issues have run the game into the ground, with the latest month's earnings being a mere $6 million. What was 3 months ago one of the top 5 highest earning gacha games has now fallen out of the top 10, even despite their massive 2.0 Vera update being rolled out. The future is honestly looking very bleak for Tower of Fantasy, as MMOs take more money to run than non-MMOs. The Elder Scrolls Online rolls out updates more frequently than almost any other MMO, yet they always go largely overlooked. Their most recent DLC, Firesong, launched just a few days ago, bringing a close to the Breton questline, sending players to the Golan Zone, which I'm sure I mispronounced, as I haven't played ESO in roughly 2 years. The DLC brings with it a large new zone, new characters, new story, and more. Their updates they're always of a particularly high quality, so if you're itching for a reason to return to ESO, this right here is your chance. Honestly, I might make ESO an MMO that I dedicate a couple months to in 2023, just to fully experience what makes the game capable of retaining the players that it does. Okay, do you guys remember Astellia Online, a Korean MMO that died faster than it took them to bring their servers back online the day it launched? The MMO that was buy to play, and after earning as much money as possible, decided to convert it to a free business model to milk additional gullible players. No, not Bless Online. No, not Bless Unleashed. No, definitely not Bless Global. This is the MMO that shut down a year after launching globally. Yeah, still not Bless. Oh good, at least some of you remember. Well, Astellia is back, and this time it's got a brand new name and a brand new business model. It now goes by the name Astel of Atra and is built entirely around blockchain technology. This is a game that the entire MMO community hated, more than one incarnation of the game I might add, and now that it has blockchain, oh I bet this is even more incentive to play the game. Who doesn't want to play a game that failed twice, shut down, and decided what was missing from their game, what was missing from giving it the ability to achieve the success that it didn't, was blockchain. That is a recipe for success. Now, not additional content, no, not better optimization, not more balanced classes, not more meaningful endgame content. What we needed was blockchain. I actually did a dedicated video on this a week ago, but Kakao, relax. released a brand new trailer for their upcoming sci-fi MMO. And before we delve any further, I just want to note that this trailer, including the character creation trailer, actually looked phenomenal. If the game looked and played like what we saw in the trailer, this would be an immediate success. But given this is Kakao we're talking about, this is probably going to be more along the lines of Elion. And given Elion shut down, well, Kakao lost their only MMO. Ares Rise of Guardians is their attempt at securing a title in the MMO space, and again, their trailer looked pretty sick. Unfortunately, the game was delayed from 2022 to mid-2023. Ares will be launching globally though, as was confirmed by Kakao directly. Crowfall never really saw the success that they were hoping for. They launched, a few thousand interested players played for a couple days, and then the game just kinda disappeared. There hasn't really been any word on active development or the game's future since, until now that is, when the devs actually confirmed that come November 22nd, 2022, the game will be going offline for an undisclosed length of time. They confirmed that the reasoning for taking the game offline is due to wanting to refocus on development. What kind of development is unknown. Honestly, the entire thing is incredibly vague. They really have no direction with this and have yet to disclose any real type of plan for the future, but the game is going to remain shut down for the foreseeable future. What kind of game Crowfall comes back as is going to be interesting. The Witcher might be losing Henry Cavill as Geralt in Season 4, which is probably when I'll stop watching the show, honestly, but that is not the end of Geralt's story. On the contrary, Geralt is coming to Lost Ark with a very unique crossover. Additional details are a little scarce right now, but what we know is that we're going to get a crossover featuring characters like Geralt, like Yennefer, maybe even Ciri, who knows. I'm sure this is to increase hype around the upcoming Witcher remaster, and more than that, a potential Witcher sequel sometime in the future. Regardless, it's something that a lot of us are going to appreciate. Now, if only they get the voice actors from the video games back. The crossover itself is happening at some point in 2023. Honestly, Ashfall has never really been very appealing to me. It's a Chinese cross-platform shooter MMO that's developed for mobile platforms first and then ported over to PC as an afterthought, but I'm aware it's still going to appeal to some players. In light of that, it's worth noting that the devs recently released a trailer showcasing their new overhauled graphical engine and confirmed 2 brand new game modes implemented, both PvE and PvP related. And admittedly, the trailer footage does actually look pretty decent. And finally, for everyone that thought that Blue Protocol was dead, the official Twitter made a tweet a couple days ago that confirmed not only are they still hard at work on the game, but they have a very big announcement to make this week. This is after having been radio silent across every major platform for over an entire year. It's unconfirmed what that announcement will be. Nothing has even really been alluded to. However, players are speculating that it could realistically be anything. The most important thing to take from all of this is that the game is still being actively developed, and we could have news on a beta, on the global release, or even a release date coming tomorrow, maybe coming Wednesday or Thursday. If you're a fan of Blue Protocol or you're just waiting for a new MMO to play, this is exciting news. And that's it. That is all of the MMO news that matter to me today. If you think that I missed something, please let me know down in the comments below and I will make sure to take a look. Otherwise, I have 2 videos on screen right now. One featuring every confirmed MMO that is coming this month, and one featuring every confirmed gacha game that is coming this month. These are both videos that you absolutely need to check out.